Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? This is Jay with Skywalker Investing. I run a Slack that has multiple channels in there, and one of my favorite channels is sports betting. Today, I'm gonna talk about two parlays I hit on yesterday, and stay tuned to see what parlay I'm gonna show y'all today that I'm on. I'm in all three games. So I'm gonna share one of them with y'all. So if we look at yesterday, we're here on ESPN.com. We go to schedule and we check out the games that took place yesterday, which was today's Wednesday. So on Tuesday we had Atlanta, Miami, Minnesota, Memphis, and New Orleans, Phoenix. I hit on these first two games. I mean, the first game here, Atlanta, Miami, missed on this game here. The series kind of gives me the same vibe as the Boston Net series. It can really go either way. Um, big range and a lot of statistical categories. So I'm going to kind of give closer attention to this series moving forward and how I choose to bet on that. And then New Orleans, Phoenix. I'm gonna share some ones with y'all right quick though, so y'all can get an idea of uh of what went down. Okay, so if we come over here to my Slack, we can see here this first one I hit on here. Boom, I took the Heat spread. One Heat's at home. Definitely in the playoffs. I like home court advantage. And they beat him by 10 last time. I knew the game was gonna be closer because Trae Young was super off, but I didn't think he was gonna keep being as bad as he was, and he wasn't. Actually, I thought he was gonna come back and play well. I think he's gonna play even better game three. So with that being said, I took the Heat spread here again, but I took the alternate spread, and then what I did was I took him for over 25. Really, I would take him even higher than that at home because he shot 2 of 8 from three in game two. So, so I thought that this was a good bet here. And then bam, you just gotta kind of look at his attempts so far, really in that matchup and in general in this series, they have not been using him or looking to him a lot. Really, I was surprised. I thought they would take more advantage of that matchup with Clint Capella being out and John Collins just coming back. But I mean, this is a great parlay here for 3 picks. Use the free bet here for odds plus 400. So it really depends on what you would put up. Say if you want to put up, you know, 50 on about odds of plus 400, you probably get like I don't know, like 260 back. You know what I mean? And then you look here, same thing. 3-leg parlay here. You really just gotta watch this matchup. Like, and that's the benefit of being in the sports betting community. And I encourage y'all to click the link below and come join the sports betting community. People just see different things in different games. You can't watch all the games. You try to watch all of them, or you try to at least catch the replays. But I mean, if you really, I've watched this because I'm a big Pelicans fan. I've watched it several times since CJ McCollum has came to the Pelicans, and they've given the Suns more trouble than people realize. And I actually would take them game 3 probably as well. Definitely with Devin Booker coming out. But to me, Brandon Ingram's a bucket. I keep saying that. People sleep on him. And CJ McCollum fits really well with Brandon Ingram. I thought the spread was just too wide. The spread normally was like +9, so I just kind of moved it up a little bit to +10 because I felt like the Suns probably should have still won game 2, even though I know the Pelicans have been giving them a little more trouble. I said, all right, bet. I'm gonna take +10.5. I'm gonna move the spread a little bit. And same thing here, risk to reward ratio, +310. So like I said, I say in my other videos, if I flat bet, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna make a video on flat betting soon. But if you do the risk on this, say if I go into the weekend saying I got $20 to place a bet, and I spread that out across 5, 10, 15, 20. Say I spread that out across 4 parlays around similar odds. And then what that does is if I hit on one parlay, I cover my cost of betting for that weekend, right? Or for that day, right? However, if I hit on 2 parlays, now I'm up +20. 3 parlays, I'm up plus 360. So that's kind of how that's one of my main strategies for for betting. And we have other people on the Slack that, you know, post different parlays. Post different parlays, you know what I mean, to with different strategies and how they go about things, right? I'm gonna share one with y'all today. So what I'm gonna share with y'all today is this one right here. One, if you're really watching this series, I mean, you kind of knew this going in. Toronto's a really good team, actually. I really like Toronto, but they just don't have anybody that can match up with Joel Embiid. Like, they don't, right? So, you know, however, Toronto had Gary Trent out, and they had Scotty Barnes out, and I think they're going to be out again. And so, with that being said, I kind of felt like, all right, well, I do think, you know, since the game's going to be in Toronto, the game is going to be a little closer, as well as Matisse Thybulle being out because of the whole Canada COVID thing. So I still think Philly wins, but I think that it's by less of a margin, right? James Harden hasn't been playing too great. I mean, I don't think he's the same player. I don't know if it's injury related or what, but you can see that kind of lack of explosiveness, you know, lack of aggression too. You know what I mean? But however, he's still a good offensive player. He's still a smart player. And I think he shoots better than when he shot the previous game when he dropped 14. I think 6 and 6. Right. So I think that kind of balances out, but it still tips in the favor of Philly. Right. Okay, so let's talk about these next two lines here. Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby. Let's go to this desktop here. All right, so if we come here and we look at that game was on Monday. Again, it was on Monday. Here we go. So I know for sure Scotty Barnes was out, and I believe someone else was out too. I forgot who was out. Somebody else was out too that was key here in offense. Oh no, Gary Trent tried to play, but he could barely play. Look here, see 10 minutes here, right? So I knew attempts was gonna go up by VanVleet and OG Anunoby. All right, look at this. We had OG Anunoby get up 14 attempts. He got a little hot from 3. I don't think that's gonna keep happening. Right, but keep in mind, I'm taking him for plus 14 points. All right. So even if he cool off and he slices attempts in half on both of these, he should still hit, you know, damn near 14 points. And Fred VanVleet, he was launching that, but he put up 5 of 16. I don't think he's gonna shoot that bad again. 7 and 23 to kill.
Bank manager and mother.
Oh,
but when
no,
she gets on her bike, she becomes Rebel Renee. Rebel Renee.
My bad. I don't think he's gonna shoot this bad again. I just don't. I mean, Fred's a really good player. I mean, I know he's a little undersized, and you know, Matisse Thybulle is out, so he can get a little bit more of Maxey and a little bit more James Harden. So I do think he shoots a little bit better, right? So with that being said, last game he dropped 20 on a better shooting night. This game he dropped 20, and he put up 16 threes and 23 attempts on the field. With Gary Trent potentially being hurt again and Scotty Barnes being out, we know he can get those attempts up again, right? So that's safe. All right. So you know, with that being said, come back here to show the bet. I like this. This gives me an odds of plus 360. So if I put up 450, that's, you know, $20 payout. You know, you basically more than quadruple your money. You know, you scale up there. Obviously, if you put up, you know, $50, you probably get paid out around, you know, 260, right? And some change. So you can always go into, you know, parlay calculator and kind of get an idea of, based on how much you put up, how much you would get paid out. The key thing is the odds, and however much you feel comfortable betting is, you know, up to you. I'll do a video on risk management and you know, percentages of how much you should bet out your account sometime soon. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel to kind of get an idea of, what is helpful with sports betting, how do you grow an account naturally, and other useful things in sports betting to be consistently profitable. And if you want to talk sports to more people and have more people get an eye on different bets, click the link below to come join the sports betting community. We'll be glad to have you. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. That's it for the video. I appreciate y'all for watching, and y'all have a good one. Peace.